The Focused Warrior Podcast, the John and Aaron Experience. What's up, brother?
Welcome back, everyone. Same,
Well,
man. Same. What's good? What is good in your world, mate?
man, ego checked all week long, man, at work. Just it's this level up that when you get to a certain point in your career, in your life, and just in your mentality, bro, and you get these little jabs and you get these little things that normally would piss you off and just completely ruin your day. Now you're going, but why? And when you start asking why, dude, it's just so much more powerful, bro. Um, But for me, dude, it was that kind of week, bro. It was that kind of week. I did listen to something that I want to bring up in our pod here, bro. But before that, I mean, is there anything else that challenged you this week? I know you're doing 75 hard, man. How's that going?
75 hard's a challenge. I actually said this to you offline that, 75 hard's not for everyone. It's not for the average. It's actually for a very particular type of person. And it's not a lot of people say that it's a fitness challenge. It's not a fucking fitness challenge. Yeah, you're going to see the physical benefits of, making sure you're on a diet, and training twice a day. You're going to see the physical benefit from it. But the big thing for me that I'm getting from it and why I had to do it again was the mental toughness and the discipline that I needed to instill on a day by day. Pretty much goes into the conversation that we want to have, that how you talk to yourself is the difference between you either committing and saying you're going to do something or you're not.
Mm.
And so for me, the conversation had to change. So the last 11 days, day 11, fucking winning it. I'm paying my dues, as they say, every single day, making sure that, all right, am I challenging myself on the level I need to be in order to be where I want to be? So it's a fucking so it's right now is the best thing that I could be doing.
Bro, how many people do you think don't talk to themselves either at all or in a very negative space? I mean, I guess I'm just trying to put this together, man, on why you're doing this, and not just you, Aaron. What I'm saying is why would it be valuable for somebody who's maybe struggling, who maybe is just, let's just say, bro, they're not struggling. Maybe they're just going through the motions every day. What would this do for somebody like that?
Yeah, I do know that there are people that are drifting. They're just going through the same, Groundhog Day, same thing. They've lost their purpose. This for me, is helping me redefine my purpose. It's helping me, and you said it before, it's a conversation you're having with yourself or the conversation you're not having with yourself. And it goes back to one very important element on the success of the program. And it's you being honest to yourself. And the honest conversation that you have to have with yourself is that you can't fucking lie. You can't go
Yeah.
through this program saying that you did it when you damn well fucking know that you didn't, because you
Mm,
didn't do the fucking program. So when you take the components of the program and then you bring it into life, into your normal day and into things that you want to do, into that you want to, the person you want to show up as, it comes back to, again, the message that I talk about all the time: authenticity, purpose, strength, honesty. Stop fucking lying. All of that now kind of matters on a bigger level than what it did, you know, 2 months ago. So
yeah.
yeah, it's an interesting one. And you're right, people have conversations with themselves, but there's generally either an anger in the conversation to themselves, so they're angry on themselves for whatever reason. There's either shame or there's guilt. So there's an underlining negative emotion on the way they talk to themselves. Yeah, that's still there when you're doing the 75 hard, but at the end of the day, when you know you ticked off everything that you need to do, man, you feel pretty fucking good. You feel pretty good about yourself. You
Yeah.
give yourself a pat on the back. So yeah, it's it's a challenge, bro. It's a challenge, but yeah, just you can't fucking quit.
No, and bro, the reason why I'm kind of asking these questions, kind of leading up to what what I want to talk about tonight is, it goes back to mistakes that we make in our life, right? And one of the things, bro, that I was listening to was too often when we make a mistake, it derails everything, bro.
Mm, mm,
Hence the reason why we're talking about the 75 hard program, right? It's not your program, it's not my program, it's Andy Frichelle's program, right? But the thing is, man, is it's when you make a mistake, are you strong enough to start again? Are you strong enough to get back up? Or are you going to go, oh, 75 hard? Yeah. The only way that that will work is if it's summertime because I can't, if I'm going to do a
yeah,
workout, I can't do it when it's cold.
yeah,
Oh, I better just wait until next year to do 75 hard because we're already going into the fall and it's cold and it's this and it's that. Right? There's a lot. And I think that the mistake that you make defines that next step that you're going to get into, right? And
mm,
and again, like you were saying, bro, so many people say they're going to do something and then they don't do it. That's what crushes confidence.
yeah,
Confidence is done at that point. You're no longer in a position of power over yourself because like you say, bro. I mean, we could probably go through 100 episodes, bro, and probably about 98 of them you said stop fucking lying. And the thing is, man, is I'm going to tell you this, you're saying that with such conviction because when you tell me you're doing something, meaning a coach, even yourself, right? If you're not doing it, what's that doing? You're going two different directions now. And then you go stand in front of somebody and they're like, "Oh yeah, you look really good. Have you been working out?" "Yeah, I have." Meanwhile, in your mind, you're like, "Once this week." Damn, I better not let them know that I only worked out
mm,
once this
mm,
week. That's it. So that thought instantly starts to swirl in your brain. Meanwhile, you're over here telling somebody, "Yeah, I have this really sweet new program, but I only worked out once." So that little voice in your head is going, "But you only worked out once. Why are you lying right now?" "Oh, is this what we do? We lie? Okay, so if we lie, then that's what we're just gonna do. We're just gonna lie about it." Right, bro? And it's this
mm.
battle that you get in your head by somebody just saying, "Hey, you look great. Have you been working out? Hey, you look awesome. What do you use for your skincare routine? What do you use for your..." Bro, and you know what's crazy, man? I was thinking about this right before we jumped on here. I jumped on socials and I saw some of the Monate girls doing a huge, huge party, bro. And there was probably about 50 of them, all dressed to the nine, doing their thing, bro. And I tell you what, man, when you and I are talking about this, we're coming from a man's perspective, dude.
Mhm.
Imagine women going through the exact same thing that we go through as men, but them not beating themselves up as hard and them actually getting together and them actually doing things together and organizing events together just because they're not lying to themselves.
Mhm.
Right? Do they struggle? Everybody fucking struggles, dude. That's the thing. 100% of people struggle. The difference is what do you do with that? And I think that's what it goes back to mistakes, dude. It's we're gonna make mistakes. We're human beings, that's what we do, right? Where it's just ingrained in our DNA. It's just what do you do next? So in the 75 hard, dude, like you're talking about, if you mess up, you start at day one.
Start again. Yeah,
You start over. And you don't get mad at yourself and be like, I messed up. No, this is what mental toughness is going, you know what? I have to hold myself accountable.
mm,
And if you're gonna get on social media and say, "Hey guys, I'm doing 75 hard," and then it's day 10 and then I never see you again, I know what happened. Without even knowing what happened, I know what happened. Or if you disappeared off of social media for 2 months and then all of a sudden you're like, "Hey guys, I'm back and I'm in front of a microphone and I'm doing this and I'm doing that." I didn't even know you were gone. You knew you were gone, but I didn't know you were gone. Stop lying and being like, and then masking. And this is the thing, Aaron, too. This is what gets me, is when people go, "I had to take a break. I had to take a break from social media. I had to this. I had to that." All respect, right? That's
mm,
fine.
mm.
But is that what you packaged it up because you weren't showing up? Or was it you
Legit.
truly
Yeah,
saying, "I'm going to back off"?
yeah.
Right? I have to call this stuff out, Aaron, because here's the thing, man. At the end of the day, the only person that's believing your lies is you. And that's crap.
You
Just do
know,
what you say you're going to do. And if you're not going to do it, then
yeah.
don't.
I agree. I agree. And I think this is where it's really interesting that, Eric said it on one of our potties that victim mentality is a currency right now that is being lapped up in the world. And, that gets attention when it's on a social media perspective. And interesting with what you were saying, because there's a lot to unpack there. But I do want to bring up that, there are females that have the same conversations that we do, and there are females that definitely bullshit and make themselves, look a lot better than what they really are because of an image. And especially when you're on social media, there's a lot of people that just want you to see all the good stuff. They don't want you to see all the negative and all the other shit that's going on. But the other thing when it comes to, if we do fuck up, it's the regret that we hold on ourselves, and then there's the guilt, and then there's a shame that we tend to slip in because of that negative emotion. But yeah, the key is that, all right, own it, own your shit, and let's not do that again. And that goes back to the discipline, which is the mental toughness part of this program. It's the discipline of doing the things every day that you know you've got to do. Because it's the one moment that you turn around and go, oh, it's okay. I don't need to do this today. I can take it easy. That's when you fuck up the program. But you also have a look at that. If you do that to yourself, and you are on a roll, and it's no different to in business when or you've gone to the gym, you've got the body that you want, or you're in business and you've got the money that you were kind of manifesting. Once you've achieved that goal, are you going to all of a sudden take your foot off the pedal? Are you all of a sudden going to go, okay, I've made it. Now that's all right. I can take it easy now. Because the moment you give yourself a hall pass, or you give yourself permission to no longer keep pushing, that's when you start going backwards. And a
Bro,
lot of
have
people
you ever
don't
heard this?
realize.
Have you ever heard this, Aaron, where it's hard enough to get there, but then when you're there, it's actually harder to
Fucking
keep
hell, it's
it?
harder. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So to your point, Aaron, why would you take your foot off the gas?
Mm,
Why would you make it? Let's just say you're a $10 million man now. You think how hard that's going to be to keep that? Because you have to have money discipline. And dude, this is the thing that the millionaires out there will tell you, you don't have to have a 37-step morning routine
mm, mm,
to start your day.
mm.
You miss the mark when you're understanding why we create a morning routine in the first place. It's not for that. It's not guaranteed to get rich if you have a morning routine. That's not what it is. It's a discipline.
Yep.
And once you have a discipline, then you can go, okay, now this thing is going to get a
Yeah,
discipline.
yeah,
Now this thing, you
yeah,
start to
yeah.
roll those things into it.
100%. 100%. Yeah, and that's
So
what I
it's
like about this because yeah, you do have set things that you've got to get done every single day. Because and you rightly said it is that once you've got the discipline and doing the things every single day with the 75 hard, then you look at other areas of your life that's like, okay, where can I apply this in other areas of your life? No different to when you've got the 75 hard, you've got your hit list. And here's the other thing that I really want to point out as well. It's like I'm a fraud. If I'm asking all my clients to do certain things and I'm not doing it myself, then I'm a fucking fraud. So the
ah,
key for me is to ensure that if I'm asking you, to meditate every day, to journal, to do your workouts and move your body every single day, and then to go on your eating plan, to do all these things that I'm asking you to do, and I'm not doing it, what does it make me?
what does it make you, man? And
Fuck,
yeah, and yeah.
So that's probably also an underlining message why I'm doing this thing is I am showing people as well. It's like there's no perfect time to start. And if you are constantly waiting for the perfect time, if you said it before, if you're waiting for that perfect, season to get started, you've already told yourself that you're not going to commit. You already told yourself you're going to quit. The best time to start something is when it's the most difficult.
You know, I've also heard this too, Aaron, that the one of the best and most powerful explosions in any business is in August. And the reason why they say that, bro, is because guess what's happening? Fall's right around the
Mm,
corner. Guess what's happening? Holidays are right around the corner. So what's everybody doing now? Taking their foot off the gas.
chilling.
They're starting to go get their fall things. I got to decorate my house. I've got to chilling.
Mm.
So what happens is for people that are in business, now is the time to go, oh, that's perfect. Because now I'm running the race a little bit lighter because there's not as many people running next to me anymore because everybody's chilling.
Different is here's an interesting concept on that. is that you've got people that are looking at August and going, right, now we crank up. Now we actually need to start to get in the momentum. However, what have you done for the 3 months
Eight
prior to
months.
August? Have you set up your plan, or are you just all of a sudden going, fuck? Now, it's no
Yeah.
different to when all of a sudden you're not training because it's cold, you start eating a lot of comfort food, you're fat, you're overweight, like, yeah, you're out of shape. Then comes August, it's like, okay, now I've actually got to I've got to get ready to go to the gym again when summer comes in. It's like, you know what? Yep, I'm going to commit. I'm going to do it next week. Won't fucking ever. Dude, you're out of shape. It's going to take you another couple of months to get back in shape. Whereas these people that have been disciplined to make sure that they get done what they need to get done every single day are already way fucking ahead of you. And this is the other thing that I think I even said it, offline. The really interesting thing that I see is I see a lot of average and mediocre people doing exactly the same fucking thing.
Yes. And that's the thing, Aaron, and that's where that 1% comes in play, right? Where you start
Mm,
seeing that and you go, okay, well, last year you were talking a big game about how you wanted to be this and how you wanted to do that. So I ran with you. I thought, wow, this is somebody I should align myself with. And then now you check in with them or you see them or you don't see them and you're like, wait a minute, where did you go?
mm,
I thought
mm.
we had goals and I thought we had dreams. Now, again, they're not mine. I'm not here. I mean, again, I'm your friend and I'll hold you accountable where you want me to hold you accountable, right? But if you just disappear, I'm just going to assume that you quit,
Yep.
and that's not going to slow down my momentum. Aaron, let me give you one example, bro. What have you and I been doing for the last 2 years? This
Hey,
pod,
showing up every fucking
this
day.
podcast. Do we
Episode
have,
104. Yeah, bro.
bro, and do we have millions and millions and millions of dollars and followers and this, that, and the other? That's Aaron. There's no end goal in mind. This thing, we show
Mm.
up for it, and whichever way it decides to bloom and show up, it will show up. But it doesn't mean that you and I go, oh, it's not working after 2 years. We just need to table it.
I'm having a great
Do we need to
conversation with
shift?
a brother.
Do we need to have the shift in the content?
Yeah.
Probably, right? Are we shifting in content? Hell yes. Have we rebranded? Yes. We've done a lot of things, Aaron. And people just got to realize, man, this is it. We're only in year 2. And I say only because there's podcasts that have been around 10 years, bro,
Yep. Yep.
15 years, right? And that's when you start to get on the main wave, is when you actually discipline yourself to stay around that long. So
Absolutely.
go back to January. You could find me and Aaron in January talking about new year, new me, but it
Mm.
wasn't us. We were calling out the new year, new me people
Yep.
back then.
Yep.
We're still here.
Yep.
That's the best way I could describe it, bro.
Fuck yeah, mate. Fire conversation. Just quick fire, straight to the point. Little message, like the thing I want to leave people on this message today is that you already know what you're not doing.
Hmm.
There's a famous quote that I actually said a few months back, and I still fucking love it. Is magic is in the things you're avoiding.
Yes.
And one of my catchphrases now, and I am embodying that, is run towards the fire.
Wow.
Run towards the fire because that's that's where that's where all of a sudden it doesn't need to make sense, but then all of a sudden that's when you just get a little bit of clarity, and that's all you need.
Just own the mistakes, right? Own them. And they're going to make you feel like shit when you do it. But the truth is, Aaron, it's either make the decision and be wrong and learn from it, not beat yourself up for 10 days because you made the mistake. Learn from it and you come back stronger. So you own your mistake, bro. And then we've said this a million times, bro, and I'm going to keep saying it on this podcast is do what you say you're going to do.
Yep.
If you're going to go do something, do it. If you tell me you want this and you tell me you want that, and here's my plan and here's my roadmap to get there, awesome. I'm here for you. But if you're comfortable and you're happy in your life, hey, this podcast is not for you because we're going to challenge you every single step of the way. Do we respect it? Hell yeah, everybody's entitled to their own life. Dude, we need people that want to be average and just do their thing every day. We need people like that.
Yep.
The world needs every type of person, bro. They need jerks, they need good people, they need every type of person, right? But the truth is, man, is that if you're complaining and you're mad and you're frustrated about what's happening, okay, it's a different conversation. So that's what I'll leave us with, brother.
Fuck yeah. Good ending. Fire, guys. You know where to catch us. Until next week, take care.
Take care, guys.